Much analysis of Russia's economy relates to how low oil prices, sanctions, Russia's shift to Asia, and its macro strains will define its economy over the short and medium term. Perhaps a more fundamental question is whether the presence of these forces makes now the time for deep and politically committed structural reform. Low oil prices are a reminder that diversifying and investing in more value-added production makes Russia less vulnerable to commodity price cycles. Once oil prices rebound, some of the pressure to take difficult steps towards diversification will be removed. On the other hand, drastic reform now could add too much pain to an economy that has recently stabilized but is still under strain. And there is the question of whether Russian governmental institutions need restructuring as a precursor to instituting sustainable economic reforms. There are compelling arguments for reform now. The devalued ruble has given Russia's domestic metals industry an advantage over foreign competitors and could do the same for manufacturing as a whole. The low ruble, matched with Russia's ban on food imports from countries levying sanctions, has also increased demand for locally grown produce. With 9% of the world's arable land, Russia has the capacity for intensive agricultural expansion, and with investment, it has the opportunity to value up its entire food chain. China and Russia committed to joint investments in agriculture numbering in the billions just last month, showing that the Sino-Russian partnership is about more than gas. Russia is also actively strengthening ties elsewhere. Diversifying trade partners is one step. Diversifying its domestic economy will be harder. It requires investment, which in turn requires curbing capital flight, enhancing the legal and financial infrastructure to attract institutional investors, and putting the plumbing in place to connect ventures with capital. Competition needs to increase as import substitution policies kick in so that innovation enterprises can expand, even disrupt, while chronic problems in industrial productivity are addressed. Whether Russia is adequately prepared to take on such fundamental change remains to be seen. Big structural shifts are never simple to implement. One reason for Russia not to let a good crisis go to waste.